there might not be any more CEC draws or federal skilled worker draws for now. Because of the huge backlogs that are going on, processing of applications can go up to 3 years. Welcome back to the channel, and as usual, thank you very much for clicking the video wherever you saw the video and you decided to come. I really appreciate you all. Remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you know anytime I post a video, you are very much aware. Today I am sharing somewhat of a bad news, but I don't think it's bad news. I'm sharing it so that you can prepare yourselves properly. There has been rumors going around that there won't be any federal skilled worker program draws or any for the Canadian experience class for the next 6 months. I have searched the Canadian government website to see if there is any news whatsoever of what's going on, and I have not seen any news informing us of this change. But what we can do, we can check the trends to see what has been going on for the past few months to kind of have an idea of where we sit and how we need to prepare going forward. So just let's go right along to the trends and we'll see exactly what's going on. I really don't want to get anybody worried, but you just need to be aware of what is happening. So I'm going to be going through what's going on in 2021 leading up to 2022, especially for persons that have been gathering their 1 year of work experience in the hopes of applying for the Canadian experience class. So as we know, we've been in a pandemic and there's been a lot of backlogs. In 2021, we see where we have only one CEC draw in September, but we have 3 PNP draws. October, there was no CEC, and unfortunately, it was the same for December and November, and in fact, it brought forward to January 2022. So be very mindful, guys. As you can see, for the past 4 months, there has been absolutely no CEC draw. So it's very important that we're keeping note of these things. But there has been PNP draws. So essentially, at this point, if I was basically almost to the end of my 1 year and I had a suitable job, I would be looking into other programs. And one such program that we see is still going on is the PNP program. Say we're still preparing for the worst case scenario and we're preparing for 2 different things. So if we're going to do the PNP, that's fine, but it's good to have a backup, which is the CEC, which now means you need to be checking the trends. What was happening when there were CEC draws happening? As you can see, here we are at July 2020, and the score was basically constant for that period. Once we passed over 2020 and we were now in 2021, we saw huge amounts of drops going across different draws. So as we can see, it went to as low as 354.6. I've never seen anything as low as this when I was doing the program. So this was like one of those big draws, which is not impossible even now. You can see that it started to go back up and it fell just a tad bit and then it started to go back up. The last draw that went on was 399. With that being said, it is likely that persons with higher scores have been already drawn and they're waiting for their permanent residency application to go through. If CEC is your backup plan, you still need to make sure that you're preparing your score to be adequate. So just wanted to share this with you guys because I think it's very important to know. This is the CEC Score Distribution as of January 17, 2022. There are 3 top ranges. There is 601 to 1200, there is 501 to 600, there is 451 to 500. That in itself is already over 50,000 candidates. So that is the range that you want to be in, because as you can see, if you're 401 to 450, there's basically 47,000 persons already sitting in that pool, which means that's like 2, 3, whatever draws, like you don't know how much they will be drawing at any given time. With that being said, you try to be in the top 10,000. We see that it is likely that there might not be any more CEC draws or federal skilled worker draws for now. We don't know if they will start in February. We don't know if they'll start in March, in April. At this point, it's all unknown. So my suggestion to international students that are here and you've gathered your 1 year of work experience, especially if you're on a 1 year work permit, you will basically at this point, you need to be looking for other options. As you can see on the trends that we were looking at, they have been having provincial nominee draws. So with that being said, it's very important that you go ahead over there and you take a look at what are the requirements for the program and try to basically exhaust that option. There are other programs that you can look into as well, which is the Atlantic Pilot Program. There are other programs, all of which we won't discuss on this video. This is just a news video to let you guys know what's going on. And then we can exhaust all the options of all the other programs in another video. Another rumor is that because of the huge backlogs that are going on, processing of applications can go up to 3 years. I'm not sure how true that is because that's quite a very long time. But anyways, just make sure that you are preparing properly for anything that can happen because we don't know when COVID is going away, unfortunately. And for those persons that are outside of Canada and you are looking to do the federal skilled worker program, keep looking at the website. And if you were in the process of gathering all your documents, you've already completed your English test and you've already completed your WES assessment, just be mindful of the expiry dates. For the WES assessment, it lasts for 5 years before it expires. And for your English test, it lasts for 2 years. So just a few things to keep in mind for both federal skilled worker applicants and Canadian experience class applicants. Like I said, for Canadian experience, look for other options. And similarly, for federal skilled workers that are outside of Canada, look if there's other programs that will facilitate you coming and keep abreast of the documents that you already gathered that are expiring. Stay glued to CIC News and of course this channel because I will definitely keep you up to date with what's going on in the immigration world if you're looking to come to Canada. So I hope this was very helpful, and in other videos we'll talk about the options that might be available for you based on your credentials. Once again, I know this wasn't a very happy video, but I hope nonetheless it was quite informative. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you will be notified once I post a video. Stay tuned.